Budweiser, the official beer of NASCAR, is the proud sponsor of the Bud Pole Award, given to the fastest qualifier at each NASCAR Winston Cup race. Stacy Compton made it 2 for 2 at Talladega this year, picking up his second straight Bud Pole Award at this track on Friday in qualifying. Since 1979, Anheuser-Busch has awarded more than $7 million as the title sponsor of NASCAR's Pole Award program. And now the Walmart starting grid for today's EA Sports 500. Compton and Bobby Hamilton share the front row. Hamilton won here at Talladega back in April. Row number 2, it's Sterling Marlin with 2 Talladega wins to his credit, and Johnny Benson, who scored his best Talladega finish here in April.
On the inside of row 3, Bill Elliott won twice here, but no restrictor plate wins. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. won the race in Daytona July 4th. Back in row 4 on the inside, John Andretti will have to go to a backup car in the 43, and Kyle Petty on the outside.
Joe Nemechek goes from row 5. He's got a couple of top 10s in the last 2 Talladega races, and Dale Jarrett, the 98 winner of this event. 6th row, championship leader Jeff Gordon with 2 Talladega victories to his credit, and last week's winner, Ricky Craven.
On the inside of row 7, Jeff Purvis, another driver having to go to backup, and Mark Martin. He has 2 Talladega wins. He was 4th in April. On the inside of row 8, Kenny Wallace had his career second place here last fall, and Brett Bodine, great qualifying run for Brett.
9th row, Elliott Sadler, who finished 3rd at Daytona in the Pepsi 400, and Ward Burton, who's finished 3rd the last 2 straight races. 10th row, it's Kevin Harvick, 12th in April in his first Talladega restrictor plate race, and Terry Labonte, who was one of the fastest in final practice, but crashed that car and is in a backup. He'll go to the end of the field.
In row 11 on the inside is Todd Bodine, last week's pole winner. On the outside, Buckshot Jones. Back in row 12, Ricky Rudd. This is his 50th Talladega start. Alongside him, Matt Kenseth.
13th row, Jimmy Spencer, 1994 winner of this race, and Casey Atwood, who had a good run going until he got penalized for a out-of-bounds line violation here in April. 14th row, Kurt Busch started in this same spot in April and finished 3rd, and Ken Schrader, who's also in a backup car.
On the inside of row 15, Jerry Nadeau, 6th place in Daytona, was his best restrictor plate finish. Michael Waltrip, the winner of the Daytona 500 on the outside. In row 16 on the inside, Dave Blaney. And on the outside, Rusty Wallace, again, will have to go to the rear of the field with a backup car. Rusty Wallace.
17th row, Jeff Burton had to repair some left front fender damage to his car, but he holds his starting spot. Bobby Labonte, a lot of times he drops to the back in the opening laps here and lets the traffic sort out. 18th row, Bobby Hamilton Jr. in his first NASCAR Winston Cup restrictor plate race, and Robert Presley in the Jasper Ford.
Back in the row 19 on the inside, Tony Stewart. He was 2nd here in April, and Mike Wallace. 3 restrictor plate races this year, 3 top 10 finishes. In row 20 on the inside, Robbie Gordon, the 31 car, and Kevin LePage driving the car that Mike Wallace had those 3 top 10 finishes at restrictor plate races.
Final 3 starters in the field, Jason Leffler, Ron Hornaday in a Chevrolet this week, team bringing that one instead of a Pontiac, and Hut Strickland has the 43rd and final position in the grid. Those who failed to qualify: Dave Marcus, unable to make a final start at Talladega before he hangs up the helmet at the end of the year, and Rick Mast. Final stories from pit road. Marty?
Well, Alan, let me introduce